Shalom to you wherever you are. Let every minute and every second count. נחman says, the Holy Master נחman says, the greatest sin in the world, the greatest sin in the world is, the greatest sin in the world is to be sad. The greatest sin in the world is not to be filled with joy. You know, my beautiful friends, all of us want so much. We want so much. We need so much. And we want so much. You know why we don't have it? Because, listen to me, sweetest friends. Whenever you ask something from heaven, whenever you ask something from another human being, you know when they deliver the goods? At that moment, when you're filled with joy. Just imagine it. I'm asking millions of tons from heaven, and here, so to speak, the heavenly mailman comes, knocks on my door. They want to give me everything. But you know what it is? I open the door and I'm sad, I'm broken. First of all, who wants to have anything to do with a sad person? So they throw me a few crumbs and they take off. And even deeper than that, God wants to give me so much. You need a lot of strength to carry it. And you know, when you're full of joy, you're full of strength, you can carry anything. You can carry the whole world on your head, on your shoulders. You can carry the whole world on one finger. But if you're sad, you can't take the whole thing. You take a little bit, and the heavenly mailman takes off. You know, beautiful friends, you ask somebody for a favor, you sit there and you cry, they can't get rid of you fast enough. But if you're filled with joy, if you're filled with joy, if your heart is dancing all the time, if your eyes are dancing, then people want so much to be close to you. You know, friends, what the world needs most, everybody thinks we need peace. Yes, we need peace. But you know why we don't have peace? Because we don't have enough joy in the world. And this is what Rabbi נחman says, what the holy Rabbi נחman says. Rabbi נחman says, people only hate when they're sad. This is what he says. Imagine there's somebody in the world who I hate the most, can't stand that person. Just hate that person. And every day I hate that person more. And then imagine, bless me, bless me, bless me, and I bless you. We should be at our children's wedding. Imagine my daughter's getting married, both daughters. And at the height of the joy of my wedding, of my daughter's wedding, I take my daughter by the hand and I get on the table and I am dancing. It's the most happy moment in my life. Gewalt, Gewalt, how could I ever thank the one, the only one for that great moment? Think I'm in paradise? Huh, much higher than paradise. At that moment, the door opens and my arch enemy walks in. So I'm asking you, my dearest brothers and sisters, what do you think will happen? You know what will happen? in the middle of the dancing. And I told you I'm beyond paradise. Something will happen to me and I'll reach even higher and even deeper. I jump off the table. I run to the door. And I'll embrace and I kiss my arch enemy. And I would say, my most beautiful, most precious friend, where were you at the wedding? And I won't be lying. Because at that moment it will be clear to me that we never hated each other. Friends, there's only one anti-hatred, this is joy. And if you and I, if we are dreaming of one day the whole world being one, it's only with joy. You know, beautiful friends, we all have certain reflexes. They don't come from our head, they come from the inside of our inside. Do you like to hold hands with a person who has dirty hands? No. And even if you have to, you have good manners, you shake hands with, try to get your hand back as fast as possible. If someone has clean hands, you like to shake hands. And if you love somebody, you hold their hands forever. Let me tell you something. Our holy rabbis teach us, sadness makes you so dirty. I don't know what it is. Just spirit of uncleanliness, the spirit of unholiness descends upon you. And believe me, friends, most friendships break because there's not enough joy in the world. And here I want you to know something. Rabbi נחman says, why are you so sad? Because everything goes wrong in your life. But gewalt, you know why everything goes wrong? Because you're so sad. But again, my friends, you'll ask me, I'm so sad. How do I get happy? Believe me, I wish I would know the answer. I can only bless you. I can only bless you that God should give you the gift of joy. Friends, life is in the hands of God. Joy is in the hands of God. And God is giving joy to those who He feels are fit. And even if you're not fit, misfits like you and I, there's only one way, there's only one way. There is only one way to pray and to pray and to pray again. Friends, you pray for everything, but you know what Rabbi Nacman says? Every second, every split second, you have to ask God and cry and beg. Please God, let my heart be filled with joy. Listen to me, my beautiful friends, let me sing with you a prayer. And this is what it says. Simcha le'atzecho. Let there be joy in the Holy Land. I'm so let there be bliss in the Holy City. Salvation grow. You know, beautiful friends, salvation of the world, the redemption of every individual doesn't happen suddenly. It comes slow. Let me tell you. please sing with me. One morning, one early morning, or maybe late at night, it was so late, it was so late, it was so late, the world was so dark, so dark. But it was 1 minute before dawn, and you and I know, whenever the world is darkest, dawn is breaking. So the Zohar Kodesh, the Holy Zohar, the book of splendor, the textbook of the deepest secrets of our holy teaching, this is what it says. One late at night, Reb Shimon ben Yochai son Reb Lezer was standing on the mountain. It was so dark, it was so dark. Gewalt was what a dark period they lived in right after the destruction of the temple. Suddenly one ray of light, one holy ray of the sun, for 1 second, ray of light, dark again. Then another ray, just a little bit less dark, and slowly, God's greatest light, the sun, is coming to shine for the whole world. And imagine you and I are standing with them on that holy mountain. And Reb Shimon ben Yochai said to his son, Lezer, my son, do you see? This is the way, the redemption of the world, the redemption of Israel. The rebuilding of the holy city will happen. One ray of light and another ray of light and another ray of light until the world will be filled with joy and with light. Friends, someday there'll be peace in the world. There won't be any committees. There definitely won't be United Nations. There won't be any politicians. I hope they'll be around, but they won't dare opening their mouth. Just one human being to the other. People will hold each other's hands. And suddenly God will give us the gift of the greatest joy in the world, the greatest joy in the world. What's the greatest joy in the world? You know, friends? You know what's saddest? Loneliness. It's the deepest sadness. Being one with another human being is the greatest joy. Can you imagine being one with the whole world? What joy! Unbelievable, unbelievable. La 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 You know, my beautiful friends, whenever a person is sad, they want to run away from the world, run away from themselves, run away from their friends, run away from God. What happened to Adam and Eve? The first mistake, they ran away from God, away from paradise, hiding. You know, sometimes you talk to your best friend, the person you love the most, but you can't get through to them. They're hiding. They're building walls around them. What do you do? Listen to me. That's a true story. Rabbi נחman's greatest pupil, had some kind of a distant cousin. He was very wealthy, and suddenly he went bankrupt. He ran away. And he decided to go to Odessa. There he has a rich uncle, and he take a loan from him. And he passed by the city of Breslov. When he passed by Breslov, by that time, after walking for a few weeks, he was so downhearted, so broken, so his shirt hasn't been washed in months. He came to Rabbi Nosson. So Rabbi Nosson says to him, "Where are you going?" He says, "I'm going to a rich uncle in Odessa. I take a loan from him, 1,000,000 ruble, and I reestablish my business." Rabbi Nosson says, "Oy vey, Gewalda, you're mistaking. You know the way you look like right now? He won't even let you into his house. He'll put 10 ruble in your hands and say, 'Listen, that's all I can do for you.'" So he says, "What should I do?" So this is what he told him. Instead of running away, you're running? Good. Don't run away. Run to the one, to the only one who can help. Instead of running away, just remember, friends, instead of running away, run to the one, the only one. You know, friends, when something hurts you, don't run away from your friends. This is the time to run to your friends. This is the time to run to God, to your friends. You know, children, when they're little, what do? When they're crying, they run away. They run to their parents. Sad enough, when we get older, we get perverted. We run away from. So Rav Nosson says to him, don't run away. Go back to your city. Go back to your wife, to your children, but run to God. You're bankrupt, so you have no business. Go to the Beis Medrash. Go to the house of God, to the house of prayer, the house of study, and learn day and night. You have no business. Beautiful. It's time to learn. It's time to pray. It's time to fill your heart with the most lofty, with the holiest teachings in the world. And I promise you, God will help you. He listened to Rav Nosson. He went back to his city, and the people didn't believe it. They knew he's bankrupt. He ran away from all the people who owed so much money. He's back. He doesn't run away. And they asked, what is he doing? And they were told he's learning day and night. People were so impressed. This is a true story. Within a few days, they gathered together so much money, they gave him a loan, and he reestablished his business. See, when you run to God, leave it up to the one, to the only one. When you run to your best friend, they'll always help you. So friends, if you're very, very sad, is there one person you can run to? And you know, friends, what a true friend is? A true friend is somebody, when you tell them why you're sad, you're not sad anymore. You know what the Holy Baal Shem Tov, what did he bring into the world? That everyone needs the Rabbi, a holy master. Every person in the world needs a good friend. Every child needs father and mother. You know what father and mother are for? Not to tell the children when they're doing wrong, that they know on their own. Parents are to run to. You know what God says to Eve, you'll have trouble having children after you ate from the tree of knowledge. Eve knew that she is in this world to bring children to the world. So she thought to herself, what is the greatest thing I can do for my children? I'll eat the tree of knowledge, and I will tell them what is right and what is wrong. God says, look at yourself. You're running away from me. Don't you know, a mother is... You know what a mother's for? When children are crying, they run to their mother, to their father. So he says to Ari Chavala, I'm so sorry. It'll be hard for you to have children if you don't know the secret, what the mother is really for, what parents are really for. Do you hear me, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers all over the world? I bless you. I bless you. When your children are crying, they should come running to you. And I bless me and all of us, the whole world. Instead of running away from each other, together, let's run to the one, to the only one. Let me tell you, when the Messiah is coming, and the Holy Temple will be rebuilt, the prophet says, and this is what he said, my house is the house of prayer for all the nations of the world. You know what will happen someday? Someday the world will realize there's no other way. Wars will bring us nowhere. Hatred doesn't lead anywhere. There's only one way. Let all of us run to Yerushalayim, to the holy city. Let's run to the one, to the only one. Let's run to the one, to the only one. And at that moment when the whole world will run to God and to each other, at that moment the world will be filled with joy. You know how beautiful it is to know I have one good friend? There's somebody who loves me. There's someone who helps me. Bum 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 bum. trials, friends. You know why we are never really happy? Because when we have to cry, we don't really cry. We're living in a world, when you're a certain age, you don't cry. What's wrong with crying? We don't know how to cry, we don't know how to laugh. We laugh at dirty jokes. We don't laugh out of joy anymore. You know, children, when they're little, when they cry, they cry. But when they laugh, they laugh. Friends, I can only tell you, whenever you want to cry, cry with all your heart. You know how you'll feel after you cry, really? But cry before the one. I bless you to have one friend to cry with. Then, suddenly, great joy from heaven will descend into your heart. Shalom, peace to you, joy to you, my beautiful brothers and sisters, wherever you are and what time, whatever time it is in your heart. Maybe it's morning, maybe you just woke up and you realized how beautiful it is to be alive. Maybe it's good night for you. Maybe you think no use being alive. But you know how beautiful the night is? The night is so beautiful. You know, friends, when do people get close to each other? Not during the day, at night. The light of the night is so much deeper. It's an inside light. Have you ever seen two people love each other staring at the sun? I've seen two people looking at the moon. I've seen two people loving each other. There's no moon, there's no light, but God's light is shining into them. So I bless you with a good morning, with a good night, good afternoon. Love to talk to you about something, my beautiful friends. You know, everything which is real is everything. God is everywhere. Sometimes it feels like He's nowhere. When you really understand something, then it's clear to you. You don't understand it at all. When you're really close to somebody, then you realize how far you're still. When you love somebody very much, your heart is so full, and yet it's so heartbreaking. Everything which is real is everything. When you're really happy, when you're smiling, when you have tears in your eyes, and if you're really, really crying, you're also laughing inside. You know when you love your children? Or your heart grows so big, it's infinite. It's also so heartbreaking, it's so deep. You know when you stand by the holy wall? In Yerushalayim, the holy city? Suddenly your heart becomes whole again. You're also so heartbroken. And here I want to share something very deep with you, my beautiful friends. Everybody knows Yerushalayim, the holy city. The holy city. The city of God, let it be rebuilt again. B'nai Yerushalayim, B'nai Yerushalayim, B'nai Yerushalayim, Yer HaKodesh. The holy city, b'meher b'yameinu. God, let it be with my days. Build it a little bit with my light. With your light. You know, my beautiful friends, as I mentioned it, take husband and wife. When they really love each other, they make each other whole, and they break each other's heart. Not in a sad way, just in such a deep way. You know why the Holy Temple was destroyed? Why the Holy Temple was broken? Because the Holy Temple only made us whole. It stopped breaking us. Stopped breaking our hearts. There was no other way. So God says, if your heart is not broken with joy, I'm sorry. God forbid you'll have to break it with sadness. You know, friends, you and I were traveling all over the world. You meet sometimes people who love each other, husband and wife, parents and children, and you watch them. Do they make each other whole? Do they break each other's heart? Then it's for real. And if they don't break each other's heart anymore, if their heart doesn't stop beating in each other's presence, so it's meaningless. Here I want to share something with you. When you kiss somebody, you close your eyes. You know what that means? What do you do when something breaks your heart? You close your eyes. Can't see it, don't want to see it. It's too deep. You know when you kiss somebody, you know what you tell them? I love you so much. But I love you so much. It also breaks my heart. You know why we Jewish people count after the moon? The sun is beautiful, the sun is always whole. But the real light of the moon, it's full and it's also broken. You know the Talmud, the book of all books, begins with page 2. Page 1, blank paper. It's a broken page. Nothing's written on it. You know when you finish learning, when you learn a little bit, you study it with the deepest depths of your heart, of your soul, you kiss the blank paper. Because real learning, real understanding is, oh, it's so deep, I know nothing. So deep, it's so much deeper than all this. So much deeper. You see, the world wants peace which makes them whole. They don't want that kind of peace which breaks each other's heart. I want you to know, once a year, there was a collection for the sacrifices of the Holy Temple. And everybody was giving half a shekel, a broken shekel. And this is how we kept the Holy Temple going. You know what we're telling each other? Oh, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to be a Jew. It breaks my heart to be able to buy something for the Holy Temple. So deep, it's so deep. You know, the first time we find in the Torah and the Bible that what the person kissed as a Yitzchak, our father Isaac, was blessing Yaakov. Let me tell you something. When I pray, maybe my heart can be whole. My heart can be full. To bless somebody, you have to love them so much that it also breaks your heart. And I want you to know, our father Yitzchak, the Bible tells us he couldn't see. He's the master of blessing, because his heart was always whole and always broken. His eyes were always closed, because he knew so deep what it is to be a father. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. La 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 la.